Hello, this is William Hemphill, and I'm thankful for you joining me today. I want to talk about something, and the subject is what do you do when your partner shuts down? What do you do when your partner shuts down? Shutdown is a reaction that often occurs in couples or in relationships when the person who is shutting down feels hurt, offended, disrespected, betrayed, whatever it might be. And one of their reactions is to, boom, literally close down. They close down because they feel flooded with emotions and they don't necessarily know how to handle those things. And so they just go, boom. The challenge is usually the other person in the relationship might be what we call a pursuer. That's the person that says, hey, I want to talk about this so we can settle this situation. I want to talk about this so we can resolve this situation. I want to communicate so we can get things done. And what happens is the person who is the pursuer might keep pursuing, keep pushing, keep moving forward, keep doing these things. But what happens as you keep moving forward, the person who shuts down or withdraws moves further away. And so you end up having a situation like that. One person moves forward, the other one person moves away. I've literally had couples I worked with said he or she chased me around the house. That's what pursuit withdrawal looks like. And so, what I'm offering today is a strategy for those who are normally the pursuers, who want to communicate, who think they're safe in communicating, to do while the other person is shut down. First things first, if you are stirred up as a pursuer because you want to communicate and the other person is not ready, but you're insisting on trying to communicate now, you probably aren't in a good position to communicate. You're trying to communicate out of your anxiety instead of clarity. And so the first thing I want you to notice is if the other person doesn't want to communicate and you're saying, I have to communicate now, that you may not be ready. And you might need to take a step back and evaluate your heart. That goes to point number two. When you step back, take 15, 20, 30 minutes, heck, even a day, to calm your emotional system down, calm your body down. You might need to exercise. You might need to do some deep breathing. You might need to do something else that to help you calm your body down. Third thing I'd ask you to say is, hey, what am I feeling? When this person shuts down, do I feel disconnected? Do I feel ignored? Do I feel alone? Do I feel abandoned? Do I feel not valued? Do I feel disrespected? Or it could be something else. What am I feeling in my heart so I can name it and learn how to care for it? So after I name it, then I ask God, give me some perspective on feeling ignored or disrespected or something else like that. What would you say to me that would encourage me during a time and season like that? And it might be something as simple as saying you have worth and respect in God's eyes, no matter what, if this person's talking to you or not, you're still worthy of respect and dignity because you are a child of God. That could be an example. I always ask this question: what story are you telling yourself? As someone who is a pursuer, who I am, some of the stories I tell myself are they don't want to talk to me. So they must not love me or care for me. They must think that their relationship with me is not of value, and so they just don't want to be around me. That's the story I tell myself. And I have to back up sometimes and say, is that story true? Because a lot of times I found that that story is fiction. But when it's rolling in my mind like this over and over, it can create some anxiety. What story are we telling ourselves? If we can get to this question, here's another one that might be important for us. What is the perspective of the other person? Whether it's my spouse, whether it's a loved one, a sibling, a parent, a child, a friend, a business partner, what could be going on with them? Usually, if someone is shutting down from you, they are hurting. And if you're a caring person, it would probably bother you that someone was hurting. So, those are some things that you can do to care for your heart. So, number one, you step back. Number two, you ask some questions to care for your heart. Then, number three, what can I do to wait well until they are ready to talk? That could be several things. One, you can reach out via text or via invitation. Hey, I know we have some conflict. I'm here when you're ready to talk. And you do that maybe once or twice and just leave it there because then they have to come back whenever they're ready. Number two, you do things that fill up your cup. I do scripture reading. I play music. I read. I exercise. I sing worship songs. I go have fun. I watch my favorite team play sports. I might go play sports. I go hang out with friends. In other words, do something that helps to fill your cup up so you aren't sitting there in anxiety waiting for another person to respond when they've shut down or maybe even put up a wall. Because here's the thing, as we care for ourselves, especially pursuers, we can show up safer in relationship, which allows that door to be open when the person who is withdrawn or shut down or avoided or isolated or stonewalled decides to come back. Why I think this waiting well principle is important because it helps to give you power to care for yourself. And it doesn't place the power in the hands of somebody else who can decide whether or not they want to communicate with you. Now, someone has asked me before, people have asked, well, what if they're trying to punish you? That's on them. If you learn to wait well, you can care for your heart well, and you can leave the shutdown to their territory. When you wait well, you can care when someone's ready to communicate, but you're not pursuing them out of anxiety. So it doesn't matter if someone's trying to punish you or not, you're taking care of yourself well. You can take care of yourself well, can reach out, and you can accept and love a person where they are. So this is William Hemphill. I just wanted to share some thoughts with you today on how to wait well and care for yourself well when somebody is in the midst of shutdown. Take care and have a wonderful day.